This is Sybert signing into Kane's Wrath on the map Tournament Shaft for a very special show match featuring the Napoleonic VIP game mode. This is a mode courtesy of the Arbiter and the Bayou boys. So in the south, as the orange GDI, this is DuneTiger.
And in the top right position as the red GDI, we have Tr0llReport GG, also known as Triberium X. Either name works just fine.
All right, so if you are just joining the stream or if you're catching this on the VOD, this game mode exists other places. Sometimes it's called something like Regicide or Regicide or some kind of a VIP. You mentioned like a space game that has it?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but Regicide's probably the closest thing.
Okay, so it's essentially a game mode where you have a VIP unit, and that unit must be protected. If that unit dies, that is the lose condition for this particular match. You can also kill the other person's buildings. That's also a win condition. But in this particular case, we have this engineer, which is a VIP that you must protect. If he dies, if he goes into, for example, a neutral structure to capture it, that also counts as killing him, and you lose the game. So as I said, this is courtesy of the Bayou Boys and the Arbiter. They sponsored a show match over on Patreon, and at first they said, hey, just get some normal players, and then they were like, actually, we have this game mode that we play amongst friends. If you can organize a show match of it, it would be pretty cool. We watched Masterleaf and Space play a version of this a couple of days ago. Sparty and I casted that. And now we have Tr0llReport and DuneTiger playing another show match. So this is game one. Both players are GDI, and that is how we're going to start. The official game rules say that you play as GDI, but we might mix things up just to make it a little more spicy.
And so I've been interested in this build order from both of these guys now that both of them have played at least a game. Tr0llReport having played a few games now. Still no established build order from what I can see. It just seems like we're kind of mixing things up as we go along.
Right, so Crane first, or Crane opening from DuneTiger. No Crane from Tr0llReport. He drops the Crane now, after he's got 3 Harvesters, after he's got 2 Refineries. But also, curiously enough, his Engineer... wait, where did it go? It's not in the Foxhole. His Engineer is hoofing it along the north part of the map. So instead of just sticking his Engineer in his main base and then surrounding it with 4 or 5 Foxholes... Tr0llReport is going for something a little bit different. And DuneTiger has also stuck his engineer inside of his Crane, sort of.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonably good spot to hide it, but the problem is that a rifleman's not going to care. It's just going to come in and one-shot it. I'm not sure what Tr0llReport's up to, though. A random scout could end this game immediately.
Where did his engineer end up?
It's up on the north side, just to the left of the EMP control center. It's running around right now. I don't know where he's headed with it.
Yeah, so he's going into that foxhole in the corner, maybe? He sent a squad there. He kind of looped around from the south side of that Tiberium field and got into the foxhole in the very corner of the map, so...
Wait a second. There's a rifleman squad on the north side. No way. How did he just accidentally find him? Oh, no, that's
a red.
Okay.
Okay, that is a red.
I couldn't see the color.
No, yeah, when it's on the edge of the map like that, it's all shadowed.
Yeah, the problem is he's going to have to run through the Tiberium field in order to do this. I don't know that he wants to do that.
Either Space or Masterleaf did this, and you can make it to the corner. You lose like 3/4 of your health, but I believe you can make it to the corner. He might have to come along the left edge of that Tiberium field. There appears to be more space, less Tiberium, and that might actually be the way to do it, but it's certainly risky any way that you slice it.
Yep, and we are seeing a unit that's breaking off to the south for Triberium X, or Tr0llReport, I guess. He's going to probably try to sneak that down underneath, and the thing is that could actually be a problem. Oh, no, okay, so now there's a foxhole. The second I say it, there's now a foxhole for DuneTiger.
The second you say it.
Yep.
Definitely didn't happen a minute or two ago.
I saw it pop up on my screen as I was talking, but perhaps
Oh, did
you
you?
are correct.
Okay.
I think there might be a little bit of a time lag between the two of us. I'm not sure.
No, I was just thinking, you know, it takes a couple of seconds to construct the foxhole, so, like, he would have had to have started it a minute ago. Okay, I was doing something similar. One of my other ideas was to kind of surround the foxhole with buildings that you could sell off if you needed to. Like, if someone gets close to your foxhole, you just start selling off the surrounding buildings to give you a couple of additional squads. And I mean, at that point, if it's that close to death, you're probably in other kinds of trouble anyways, but, you know. Ooh, Tr0llReport spots the foxhole and he beacons it, so he says, I think this is your foxhole with your guy in it.
So that was a bit of a that was the one trick that I had, is I would have 5 or 6 foxholes in my base just kind of stacked around each other.
Yeah, I did
and
the
I'd
same
have units
thing.
in every single one of them.
He's Orca Striking it.
It's not going to bust it, though.
No, but it'll get it really weak. If he hadn't sent in that rifleman squad, then if the engineer exits to like go for another bunker, oh, it does.
But it doesn't kill the unit.
No, the engineer has full health, so the bunker has like the exact HP of one. That actually would have worked. Oh, what an opportunity missed. That rifleman squad could have jumped on that engineer and just gone for it.
Well, he didn't have vision of that, though. He couldn't see it at all.
No, you wouldn't have. It's like it's a theoretical thing, not a thing that would actually happen.
Right. My guess is DuneTiger didn't even see it happen with everything that's going on.
Yeah. DuneTiger, big force in the north. Tr0llReport, big force in the south. They're doing this, like, trading places kind of situation once again. Harvester going to be getting eliminated. Now, because you don't have a war factory, you can't rebuild your MCV. So if your MCV goes down and you don't have a crane, you're out of production. If your MCV goes down and you do have a crane, you can't build a second crane, so you can only build one building at a time. The other guy can drop 2 barracks at once. So MCVs and infrastructure are still important.
Yeah, and we're seeing a pretty hard push here from DuneTiger in the north, and it looks like he's actually going to make some serious progress here. He's got a lot of his units tied up in these foxholes, but he's still got a fair number of units on the move. But this is the thing, is like the defensive capabilities with all these barracks, he's just going to be able to pump out Rifleman Squad, and eventually he will hold it off.
I love that DuneTiger was able to garrison these structures that are right in Tr0llReport's base. That gives him such a strong defensive foothold, and Tr0llReport must be kicking himself for not getting those buildings himself. Now, DuneTiger isn't jumping on that MCV, but in the south, DuneTiger has a different problem to worry about. This army from Tr0llReport that's coming, it's a little bit weak from running through the Tiberium. He's trying to break the front line of DuneTiger, but it's not going to work.
Yeah, and he's standing on Tiberium too, so it's like eventually those guys are gonna die anyways.
He got, I think, 1 harvester.
This is looking like DuneTiger's game to lose here, just given what we're seeing so far.
Yeah, the MCV.
Beacons. Where is he beaconing?
One is, I think, up north. It looks like there's a couple of heroic riflemen in one of those buildings, and it's like the building range plus the heroic range. It's just insane. Yeah. Unfortunately for DuneTiger, he doesn't know how close to victory he is because Tr0llReport's VIP has been in the northwest this entire time. DuneTiger could have won this game 5 minutes ago, but he didn't realize it. He didn't realize it. Yeah, the engineer is just to the right of that field, but DuneTiger doesn't realize it. He got the foxhole in the corner, but not the engineer just under the trees.
Oh,
and there it is. Tr0llReport has been defeated by a rocket squad. A random rocket squad from DuneTiger is what won the game. Not some kind of crazy push, not any kind of strategy or tactic. He just got a lucky kill, essentially. Tr0llReport going for the sneaky play, and it bit him. And that takes us to game number 2, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Tournament Shaft. This is Tr0llReport.
Spawning in the top left corner as the orange GDI, we have DuneTiger.
Yeah, so in the next version, we may want to do not cross spawns, because this like forced cross spawn situation, I think, also creates some large defenders' advantages. Whoa! Okay, so Tr0llReport, big thing, small thing. Rocket Squad's right out of the gate. That's really interesting. I thought he was going to use them... Okay, so he's going to try and break the contested buildings. Yeah. Okay. So that will allow him to break the contested buildings and hold those positions, but obviously he can't kill the squads very quickly. And because there's 3 buildings in each in each clump, you really want to control 2 of them, otherwise what happened to me in one of those games will happen to you, where the other guy will exit one building and then just take the fresh building.
Yes.
So, interesting little difference here from Tr0llReport. It's not a big difference, but it's a little learning moment, a little difference between Game 1 and Game 2, a strategic point that he may have figured out.
Yeah, the control of these buildings definitely matters quite a bit, especially the ones near your base. You just have to be in control of all of those buildings.
Yeah,
and
you don't want to leave it up to chance.
Neither one of these guys has really made any effort to garrison those.
Yeah, because you want to go for the contested buildings first, and then if you can gain those contested buildings, then you get like 3/4 of the map, but they really just got the buildings that are on their side, and that's it. So they each have sort of the normal... The far-out buildings, but the normal buildings nonetheless.
Oh, is that engineer standing on Tiberium? Ooh, it's so very close, but
Ooh,
it's not.
It is not. So this is what I thought I was doing in one of those games. I thought my engineer wasn't standing on Tiberium, but he in fact was standing on Tiberium. All right, in the north, 1 rocket squad, 1 rifle squad. So it looks like DuneTiger is going to get broken by Tr0llReport's rockets, but hopefully Tr0llReport manages to reinforce that northern position so that he can actually kick DuneTiger out. And otherwise, DuneTiger will just go to the other building in this little cluster of 3. Now, between you and me, when you and I were playing, basically most games, I built a rifleman and immediately built a foxhole and garrisoned my engineer. These guys hold off on garrisoning their engineer, which I think is like sort of a difference between low-level players. Like, I was just scared of losing my engineer, so I spent the cash early, and these guys, they're not going crazy rifleman numbers right in the beginning of the game. They're instead going lower numbers, getting their eco up first, and then putting their engineer in a foxhole and spending that extra cash.
Oh, absolutely. Because the eco is the hard part to establish early on, and it's whoever gets that eco really cranking allows them to just start spamming out units real fast. And again, it's just like, it's kind of that death ball of who can get going first. And but I mean, ultimately it does come down to some key engagements as well, which is why I'm saying like these garrisons are going to be so critical. I think we saw Tr0llReport basically lose the last game. I mean, again, DuneTiger had a better economy, I think, but ultimately I think he lost that game because he just didn't garrison the bunkers at home, or the buildings at home rather.
Yeah, Tr0llReport was losing that game. DuneTiger just didn't realize how he was going to win that game before it happened. But yeah, DuneTiger was going to win that game one way or the other. Now, real quick, another difference, Tr0llReport going for the armory. Now, this is a game mode with limited unit production, so you can build riflemen and rocket squads and 3 zone troopers. So, composite armor is obviously a good one, but then power packs, because you get those 3 zone troopers, power packs is also something you want to keep in mind.
Yeah, and those power packs be particularly useful on this game mode because it allows the squad to be healed over time. So you can go in, tank damage, do some damage, and then pull back, and it's not like you've lost anything as part of that war of attrition. Because again, it comes down to that war of attrition, and being able to trade without taking any meaningful damage makes a big difference.
Yeah, and just having zone troopers last a little bit longer so that they do more damage to harvesters, they do more damage to buildings. That's so nice. So, yeah, don't look past the upgrades. Obviously, composite armor, AP ammo, those are the 2 that you want to go for pretty early on because those are your basics. But scanner packs, no, not scanner packs, power packs. Actually, scanner packs might also be beneficial. I don't remember all of the things that scanner packs do. But certainly power packs and certainly composite armor.
I don't know that scanner packs is going to necessarily help in any way.
I think that's just stealth reveal. So I think scanner packs,
it increases sight and attack range as well.
Oh, okay. So in that case, yeah, scanner packs and power packs, both good upgrades once you get up to the zone raiders.
Yeah, so that would be very late game.
Zone
I wouldn't even consider those upgrades early. I mean,
No,
granted, scanner packs is only $500, pretty cheap.
Yeah. So we're not seeing a big eco boom from either player. Like, they're both sort of sitting in their quadrant. Although, no, as I say that, DuneTiger is moving his MCV to the south, expanding out, taking more Tiberium, maybe dropping an additional crane. All good ideas, you know, being able to drop two barracks instead of one, or 3 barracks instead of 2. Definitely something to consider.
Yeah, I'm seeing just a lot more refineries out from Tiberium X. I can't really tell who's got the better established eco at this point, though. It's kind of tough to get my head wrapped around this.
Well, at the current moment, Tr0llReport sitting at 3K, money in the bank, and DuneTiger sitting at 5K. Also, they both delayed their airfield, I think. I haven't noticed an airfield out on the map, but they both have command posts for a while.
Yeah, I don't know that the airfield is so critically important because, I mean, it is the Orca Strike. It is helpful, but, I mean, it's not game-changing, I don't think.
Yeah, in this situation, it would be nice to have it to bust some of those bunkers, but...
Well, we're talking one bunker at best every once in a while.
Ooh. A sort of missed opportunity here. Tr0llReport got several rifleman squads, several rocket squads into the base of DuneTiger, but he started attacking a harvester instead of hunting that bunker. And the bunker, a little bit north of that position on the left side of the map, he potentially could have jumped on it and gone for a kill there, but that opportunity is gone, and now DuneTiger knows about the weakness. He's kind of responded to it.
He picked up a harvester kill, though, and that's not for nothing, because killing a harvester in this game mode is a pretty big deal.
And on top of that, he's got a rocket squad there.
What? Why is the infantry running away?
Well, I think it's one of those Q move situations. He didn't realize that he was pulling the infantry away, leaving one rocket squad to kill this harvester. Although that rocket squad is now getting Q moved itself, so it might get gunned down by the harvester nonetheless.
That's funny. That rocket squad could really cause some economic damage right now, and it's unfortunately just going to suicide straight into a garrison.
Ooh, yeah. All right, so there's the airfield for DuneTiger. His MCV is moving even further south. Does he call in an immediate Orca Strike? Yes, he does. Right in between the barracks. He's going to try and damage them both. He gets a squad or 2 as well.
Yeah, honestly, the infantry kills are worth a lot more here.
Yeah.
You're not really going to be slowing much down with the barracks kills.
Yeah, I mean, if you can cut down the production, but I mean, from this kind of a defensive position, the guy probably has another barracks just ready to pop anyways.
Yeah, and as things get more and more desperate here, we're going to start seeing the harvesters coming into the mix.
Ooh, a couple of these harvesters for DuneTiger are extremely low on health. So while they are safe on the back line for the current moment, they if they ever get called into action, they will be lit up and destroyed extremely quickly.
I like the idea of using the Orca Strike to do some damage to harvesters as well.
Right, sort of the traditional use of an Orca Strike. A lot of times we see it on those refineries to try and get the harvester as it's unloading.
Well, we saw the harvester try to go in for a heroic crush there, but no dice. We're seeing a few heroic squads out from DuneTiger, and those are going to be a real problem because they're going to be sitting there just pounding away on this infantry, and they're going to heal up as well.
It's definitely an advantage that DuneTiger seems to have. He's starting to camp the production of Tr0llReport, which means Tr0llReport is just sending units into the death machine that is the infantry of DuneTiger.
Yeah, I think Tr0llReport was really focused on getting his economy established, which he has, but unfortunately it's come at the cost of unit production over the short term, and he's just not able to kind of stack up enough units to beat back this force at this point. He's actually holding the line pretty well, so I'm going to eat my words.
DuneTiger also standing on the Tiberium, which helps him, which helps Tr0llReport just a little bit here. On the back line, Tr0llReport has been expanding up to the north. He's been sort of base crawling with those refineries. And actually, apparently the units can travel through that gigantic Tiberium crystal in the middle of the map. They crossed through there, and they're sort of trading blows with a harvester.
Yeah, this is, I think, Tr0llReport's economy is starting to catch up here a little bit, but DuneTiger spammed out pretty quick behind that, and it's just big wave after wave here.
Yeah, I really like that Tr0llReport repositioned his, like, 4 or 5 barracks that were previously on the front line to get better spawning positions and to be able to hold the line. DuneTiger pushing in preemptively in the north, just a couple of units to kind of poke around and see what's there.
I like cleaning up the defensive structures first, just kind of get those dealt with and taken care of so that way you don't have to worry about them later on.
Yeah.
And now come in here and do some eco damage. I like it.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 1 harvester kill, nice and easy. The refineries are still there, but, you know, if the harvesters keep going down, then Tr0llReport won't have anything to put in the refineries. Rifleman coming in.
I was just going to say he can stack up some unit veterancy by killing off those refineries as well, but not going to matter too much.
Yeah, that is a nice little advantage. I guess they all got sold off, I assume. DuneTiger doing a good job of swallowing the map and encircling Tr0llReport.
Yeah, he kicked Tr0llReport out of that top right position, which is where he definitely didn't want him to be. But the question is like, these guys just keep running through Tiberium, and they're taking so much damage.
His name is indeed Tiberium X, so the Tiberium is basically in his name. He's got to go for it. We thought it was Tiberium harvesting, but it turns out it's sacrificing his units, like Napoleon sacrificing his units to the cold of Russia. Tiberium X sacrificing his units to the green of Tiberium.
So many very low health squads here for Tiberium X. And we're seeing a bit of an encirclement here from DuneTiger. He's got a line of units up on the north.
Yeah, he's trying to sneak by a couple of squads on the right side. They're going to potentially pick off a harvester, but once again, standing in Tiberium is bad for your health, and they're low health squads anyways. But they will get the kill on the harvester, barely, but they will get the kill nonetheless.
And they're going to keep going. They might actually be able to pick off another harvester. Nope, we're going to see a barracks drop here from Tr0llReport.
Yeah, and Tr0llReport's starting to realize that, oh, yeah, my foxhole is kind of down there, and that's not a particularly defended location. Most of my units are elsewhere on the map. DuneTiger going to be making a run for it. Can he get it from the east? He's called in an Orca Strike as well, so this is going to be a critical moment here. He's going to try and bust it with the rockets and have the Orca clean it up. He might just get it as well.
Oh, man, if that Orca Strike comes in right now, it might just do it. He gets it.
GG. Tr0llReport has been defeated. DuneTiger winning 2 games in a row. The first one somewhat accidentally. The second one, a lovely 2-pronged attack. One from the north and one from the south.
That was a lot of pressure coming in from DuneTiger.
Yeah. Now, the economy, pretty even. Tr0llReport pulls ahead, and then DuneTiger just overtakes him, and I think that's where those harvester kills start to come in. Tr0llReport should have been able to, you know, stay ahead of DuneTiger for the entirety of that game, but DuneTiger got the actual kills on harvesters, and that's what started to matter, and then the snowball just added up, and certainly that unit veterancy, Tr0llReport sending units into the concave of DuneTiger's heroic rifleman squads doesn't help in that situation. All right, welcome to game number 3. We're still on Tournament Shaft in the northeastern position as the pink Marked of Kane. This is Tr0llReport.
And in the bottom left position as the orange nod, it's DuneTiger.
So yeah, some potential for some interesting things to happen. Obviously, with all units enabled, you have the potential of Black Hand or Tiberium troopers to insta-clear buildings. No longer are the buildings the refuge and the safety that they were before. They're a bit of a double-edged sword. I love this disruption tower right out of the gate. Obviously, stealth, duh. Why would you not want to have your engineer stealthed in this moment?
Yep, I like the disruption towers. That's a great idea.
Okay, so DuneTiger right out of the gate, he goes for the classic nod Shadow Team rush. Now, of course, if you have your engineer in your base, this is an easy kill. But Triberium X has placed his engineer in a building, and as the opposing faction, you don't know which building it is. It could be any one of the buildings that he's garrisoned. Actually, never mind, he's only garrisoned 2 near his base, so it's probably going to be one of those 2. But you don't have an easy ID on the engineer. So yeah, DuneTiger kind of realizing the situation, realizing his, not his shortcoming, but his oversight in how he thought this game was going to play out.
Well, and I think he's also hoping that Tr0llReport was going to try to do something sneaky with the engineers and hide it somewhere else. That's why he's kind of checking the map right now with those shadow teams.
Yeah, so he's circling around. He's looking for that engineer. It's in this building, but he doesn't know it.
Looks like he's going to move in on that building, though. It seems like he's going to run the risk.
Oh my gosh, he might just get it. This might be it. No! The building can survive more than one bombing, so he's going to get a full reset. And... Oh!
What?
The bike buggy! The bike buggy just ran across the map because they have stealth detection! Tr0llReport gets the kill! Right there! What was it?
Wow.
2 minutes in! Oh
that
my
was
gosh!
Close, man. That was close.
We didn't even realize the real killer move in the corner. Wow. Right out of the gate, Tr0llReport, it turns out Bike Buggy really is the best unit comp in Tib Dawn and in Kane's Wrath all throughout the years. Bike Buggy. Welcome to game number 4. In the northern position as the blue, as the Reaper 17, this is Tr0llReport.
And down in the bottom right position as the orange nod, it's DuneTiger.
All right, so the meta game that's going on, the mind game in between the match, is that one guy has buzzers, which insta-kill buildings right from the beginning. So if you drop your engineer into a building, that's much more of a suicide pact than it would be in a different game. Also, you're playing Nod. Militants are just bad at shooting things. Yeah, they shoot things, but they're bad at it. So if you get a big enough cluster of buzzers, you can tear through an entire Nod compound, clearing building after building until you find that engineer.
Oh, we're going to see a fight between some buzzers and some militant squads, and the militant squads barely win that one.
I'm really surprised that Tr0llReport, he's kept the barracks around, but he only sent 2 buzzer squads out.
Engineer is on the run, man. Those buzzers are looking scary, but base defenses are here, and they are here to play.
All right, so quick recap. Tr0llReport has his engineer inside of that building. No Shadow Team rush this time from DuneTiger. DuneTiger is keeping his engineer mobile. He's keeping it active. And no stealth tank rush, or no stealth field rush, no Shadow Team rush. He's keeping his engineer out of a building, and he's not doing what he did last time, which was go for the Shadow Teams.
Yeah, I'd like a Reckoner here. I think that would be a really good choice. That's going to be like the only guarantee that you're going to have for that engineer.
Yeah,
I'm guessing this is going to be a power plant and then potentially into an ops center.
Right, so we saw Masterleaf and Space play a couple of games of this game type the other day, and that's what one of them did. I don't remember if it was Masterleaf or Space, but they went a Reckoner rush, but entirely to stick the engineer inside of it as mobile protection, not as, you know, like a traditional flame black hand rush inside of the Reckoner or something.
Yeah, I think just because he's playing against the Scrin faction, it's going to be so critical because every little bit of infantry, well, particularly the buzzers, obviously, are going to be able to clear those structures, no problem. So putting that in a garrison is basically a wasted effort.
And I think it's interesting that Tr0llReport went Reaper. He didn't go Scrin, he didn't go Traveler 59, he went Reaper. So I guess he gets Shard Walkers. Yeah, a lot more Shard weaponry to play with.
We're seeing some pressure on that garrison that engineer is in. My guess is going to be that Tr0llReport is going to move that engineer after the Fog of War comes back.
Yeah, so what we saw last game was DuneTiger kind of realizing with his Shadow Team rush, like, okay, this engineer is probably in one of these buildings. And once again, we're seeing the same kind of thing. DuneTiger looks at the buildings. He's like, one of these 6 buildings is garrisoned. It probably is the engineer inside of this structure. Lightning spike drop, and the buzzer swarm gets called in. Beautiful!
Yeah.
That's the one clicks. Those are the one clicks. The shard launchers were the backup, and Tr0llReport ties up this series 2-2.
Buzzer swarm support power. Basically, if you go Nod, you're forced to build a Reckoner. There's no other option.
All right, welcome to Game 5, the ace match, the final showdown in the southern position. Once again, cross spawns as the yellow, playing Steel Talons. This is Tr0llReport.
Spawning in the top right position as the orange Nod, we've got DuneTiger.
This little show match has been what I was hoping would happen with this game mode. We didn't so much see it with Master Leaf and Space. In theory, Master Leaf and Space are better 1v1ers. They're more experienced with the game than DuneTiger and Tr0llReport. And yet, the games that we're getting out of DuneTiger and Tr0llReport are more imaginative. They're more refined almost. And I don't know if we just caught Master Leaf in Space in the wrong moment, or these guys are a little bit more willing to embrace the weirdness of this game mode and sort of think outside of the box a little more.
Yeah, not to put Master Leaf in Space in a weird spot, but I think it was also a combination of we just kind of caught them on an evening where perhaps they weren't expecting it, whereas these guys came into it knowing what they were buying into. But critical thing that I want to see from DuneTiger this game, let's see that Reckoner.
The other thing I'm hoping to see with Steel Talons, we got heavy harvesters. Okay, Operations Center goes down immediately. He got one harvester out.
That's why he went Steel Talons. Titans can crush Reckoners.
Oh, the counterplay. Once again, the mind games, the meta match happening in between the games. Not something that we always get to see in Kane's Wrath. A lot of times it's play the map, play the faction. So you're looking at the map that you're on, you're looking at the faction that your opponent is playing, and you're playing your strengths against their weaknesses, but not necessarily in a direct, I'm getting Titans to crush his Reckoner, because if he plays Nod, he has to get a Reckoner to defend his VIP. We don't normally see like that precise of mind games in a typical best of 5 or best of 7.
And we're seeing a flame tank.
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously, hey, you got the foxholes, you got the buildings, and this engineer is in a building. He's not in a foxhole, he's not in a harvester. So the flame tank is definitely a good option.
I like it. I mean, granted, Steel Talons might honestly be the safest choice here because you could put them in the heavy harvester and there's no way to de-garrison that.
Right, but the other thing, so real quick to aside that, I do agree that Steel Talons might be one of the best factions in this case. Deploying the Reckoner in your base, I don't like that. I like keeping the Reckoner mobile. Number one, having the Reckoner deployed in your base is like almost a 100% beacon of this is where the VIP is. Keeping the Reckoner mobile or having two of them.
He's got it in a spot where it's next to the War Factory. It's going to get those repairs. Those things are so hard to dig out of position, but Steel Talons.
Yeah, my thought is you want the ability to run away or you want the ability to distract. So we're not actually seeing Titans, it's Pitbulls. The Pitbulls have... Oh, no, the Flame Tank is closing in, and this is it. DuneTiger is going to get the kill here, right now.
Oh, yeah,
the VIP moves out, and DuneTiger wins the best of 5 with a Flame Tank. That is it.
Man, what a Flame Tank path.
Oh my gosh.
He just owned right in on it.
Yeah, that is that. We've got another game, another VIP Napoleonic game for you in the top left-hand corner, playing as the Traveler 59. This is DuneTiger.
And down in the bottom right position as the blue Nod, we've got Tr0llReport GG.
Tr0llReport losing the first 2 GDI games and then picking up the next 2 with his quick thinking. I'm curious to see what the Traveler 59 play is. Fast leg descents are definitely an option, but is that the only thing that DuneTiger has planned for us?
I like the fast leg descents. I think it's going to be tough to stop. I mean, he's got to know that there's flame weaponry coming out, though, because you're going to immediately go... You're up against a screen faction. You're going to immediately go into that Reckoner. You'd be so stupid not to do that. But the fast leg descents will be there probably before he has time.
Yeah, so this is like, once again, we're seeing this kind of mind game, the metagame happening in between. If you can't send the engineer into the 3 buildings that are outside of your base against a scrin player, the chance of buzzers closing the distance and getting an insta-win is just too close. So you got to pull the engineer back, which means the descents have to beat the Reckoner time. They don't have to get to the buildings. They have to get past the buildings before the Reckoner is out.
That's exactly what I think they're trying to do right now, but they're just going to skirt back home now. Not taking too many losses. Now that there's a Raider buggy out, it's going to chase them down, but not going to matter too much.
Yeah. Operations Center gets dropped down for Tr0llReport. DuneTiger is, pulling back those descents, but how far will he really go back home? Is he going to try and bait the Raider buggies? No, he's not trying to bait the Raider buggies. He's just getting on out of there.
There's the Reckoner.
And this, of course, also gives Tr0llReport access to flame weapons, which are just good at killing buildings in a normal game. Ooh, the engineer taking a little bit, DuneTiger's engineer taking a little bit of Tiberium damage. He was standing on the field. I mean, Tiberium, those buggies came really close to actually just winning this game.
Yeah, I think they're going to notice that it's not in a garrison. Granted, I don't know if it's purposeful but Tr0llReport threw a militant squad in one of the garrisons.
Yeah, he's got that little bit of control. Now the buggy's going to cut over. He's looking for the VIP. He's missing it in the trees. And the whole thing is the descents are there to body block for that engineer. That was almost a game-winning move. The MCV cell coming out from Tr0llReport, so he actually gets rid of his MCV. He's still got the War Factory, so he's not totally in, but he's got 3 Reckoners now. So he's diverting the attention. No, actually, these are offensive Reckoners, in theory.
Yeah, there's some Black Hand squads in there. I think he's expecting to be able to go over and de-garrison the engineer, but I don't think he realizes that the engineer is not there. The engineer, weirdly enough, is actually in the same spot that DuneTiger killed it by accident with a rocket squad before.
Yeah, in that game number 1, DuneTiger getting the kill in almost that exact same position. And yeah, Tr0llReport, does he realize it?
Cultist, man. Oh my god, they're running the wrong way.
Oh, he just misses it. The photon cannon goes down. The engineer is just north of that position. He needs to burn through. He needs to burn through that power plant, but he's worried about the descents.
Does he see it?
Oh, can he get it? Can he get it? The buzzer goes down. There's the sell-off of the MCV because of the engineer.
I don't think he sees it.
You're right, he doesn't realize it. Okay, there's the de-garrison, and now here's the Black Hand squad. He gets the kill. DuneTiger has been defeated. If this was a best of 7, Tr0llReport would have just evened things up 3-3.
Man. This is interesting, because Scrin, you end up in a scenario where you have really good de-garrisoning capabilities, but you're putting yourself in a spot where you have to use one of the building garrisons, because you have no ability to garrison anything of your own.
We are back on Tournament Shaft for the last game in this now best of 7 between, well, this guy in the bottom right-hand corner currently playing as the purple Black Hand. This is Tr0llReport, a.k.a. Triberium X.
And in the top left position as the orange Steel Talons, we're going to see DuneTiger.
All right, so these guys have been learning a little bit with every single game. It feels like they started out, they were a little bit confused, a little bit unsure, and every match they've been trying something a little bit different. They haven't just been playing super defensive, I'm going to stay at home and never move out. They've been doing different things, they've been trying different things, and now Triberium X, his engineer cutting across the bottom side of the map, he's trying to sneak by somewhere and pull off something a little bit unusual.
So dangerous to be doing this.
Yeah, DuneTiger going the safe route. Into the Heavy Harvester goes that Engineer. That guy will be safe. If you keep that Harvester on that main field, it's going to be extremely well defended. Through the Tiberium goes Triberium X. No, he's barely skirting. If that was me, I would have run it right through those Tiberium patches. This Engineer is brave.
What I want to see out of DuneTiger, and he's already done it, is Engineer straight into that Heavy Harvester. So crucial. I mean, it's a no-brainer, I think, with Steel Talons here.
Yeah, so I think the thought of DuneTiger is I'm playing Steel Talons, I'm going to be able to crush the Reckoner with my Titan. Now, the funny thing is, Triberium X hasn't gone for a Reckoner.
There's a Rifleman squad coming down to the bottom left corner.
Oh my gosh, if DuneTiger gets an accidental win again.
Straight at it. Oh no.
This is crazy. I can't believe he
veers!
Because he's waypointed to go along the south side of the map. He's not expecting it to be that far to the left.
He missed it by that
No, the Engineer is heading back. You dummy, don't go into his vision!
No. He moved into a spot where it can't be seen.
DuneTiger comes back to the left. Oh my gosh, DuneTiger juking himself, coming inches away from victory. I'm looking at his vision right now, and it's like he is
Neither one of these
close.
guys knows that this is happening either. What? I just disconnected?
Yeah, we all did.
Oh, okay. All right.
One advantage of the peer-to-peer nature of this is that when the server goes offline, which it usually does about once a day, just to like do a reset, when it goes offline, we actually still maintain the game. So that's good for us.
No problem.
Yeah.
I thought something happened to me.
Actually, I don't know if that's still true. I know that years ago they would do a reset about once an hour to like kick off all of the people who are AFK. Like they're logged in and they're using up resources in the south. They're logged in and they're using up resources, but they're not actually playing the game. You know, they walked away and they're like eating macaroni and cheese or whatever. But so they would cycle the server to, you know, reboot it and then also get rid of all of the people who are just wasting resources but not actually playing games.
Oh my God! So DuneTiger, his vision, he can see the Engineer.
Oh, he spotted
just doesn't see it.
No, I think he did. His Rifleman is turned back around. He's going for it, and the Engineer, I think, doesn't know what's about to descend upon him.
He has no idea. He has no idea this is coming. That's it.
That's it. Tr0llReport. He tried to be sneaky. It was his undoing. The metagame did not win the day. Tr0llReport loses the best of 7. DuneTiger takes the series.
I didn't see anything else that those guys were doing because I was so focused on that bottom left corner. Like that was the only thing that was on my mind. Like, what is happening down here?
The drama was so intense with those close calls. DuneTiger almost winning the game like a minute and a half earlier than that with that same Rifleman squad. That was a great series.
Brutal. The best part is that Tr0llReport had no idea that that Rifleman squad was there basically the whole time.
Yeah. It would be kind of funny to go back and watch the camera, but yeah, Tr0llReport. In theory, that was a great idea. If it would have gone 1% different, it would have been totally fine. The safest place is sort of out of sight, out of mind. But that will do it for this stream. We might talk for another minute, but this is pretty much it for the games. It's past midnight where we live, and I'm going to go to bed. I'm once again pulling a pro gamer move. My wife is literally in bed, and I'm over here playing the video games.
But again, Sybert, the neckbeard grows ever stronger, so stay strong, my friend.
Ever stronger. There's nothing better than a nice, bushy, thick neckbeard.
Indeed. That's how you stay warm.
Triberium X, DuneTiger playing some fantastic matches for us, like truly just entertaining games, and in a weird game mode, in an unusual style, they absolutely brought it, so big thanks to them. The Bayou Boys, Arbiter, for sponsoring this show match. They gave me some money, they gave me some parameters, and that show match was definitely worth it, so big thanks to them. They ultimately put up the money for this show match, and the show match we saw between Space and Leaf, and the show match that we saw between those two guys a couple of months ago. So, big thanks to them.
Big thanks. Big thanks.
All right, Sparty, any final thoughts, any final words?
I have no thoughts remaining in my brain here. I almost called you me again. That was weird.
A big
That's what, second time?
Yeah, second time just tonight, not counting all the other times.
Yeah, but it was good catching up with you, man. It was nice to actually get some games going, and
we played some games, we watched some games. It was a good time.
Next time we should actually watch some. Not to say that this wasn't fun, it was, but we should catch some real games.
Yes,
I'd love to actually maybe cast a real game or two here.
We did a little bit of that. No, that's right, because you were downloading that. So I was like,
me.
last time we did. I guess
you
it was
did.
Just yeah.
I was debating. I'm like, do I try to cast from his delayed stream?
You're just like, hey, did you see that thing 12 seconds ago? What thing?
The thing that I'm seeing from your screen, so you clearly must have seen it.
Well, no, you know how sometimes like someone doesn't see something that you see. Anyways, yes,
No.
We'll have to get some real games. By traditional standards, so every time I've tried to set up something with Sparty in the past, there's about 6 months from the time I say, hey, Spartacus, we should do something, to the time that our schedules actually align. Sometimes it's my schedule. To be fair, I've been out of town like 3 out of the 6 months of this year. So it's not entirely his fault.
Busy people.
Yeah, so, you know. DuneTiger has given the game mode the endorsement of quite a fun game mode. So that's what he says.
Not as good praise as you can get from the Command & Conquer Kane's Wrath community, so
right, he didn't.
I would take the win where you can get it.
He didn't call it a steaming pile of garbage or something, so.
Not a complete waste of time.
Yeah, and that's good enough for me. Thank you guys all very much for watching. Spartacus, thank you for joining. You're the only reason people tuned in. I had a fantastic time now.
True.
I had a great evening, and yeah, we played some games. We watched some games. It was a good time all around. I'm going to sign out, and then I'll give you the last word. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is Sybert, signing out.
A pleasure as always, everybody. I don't do any kind of weird sign-out gimmick, so I'm going to let Sybert sign out for both of us. Goodbye.